Good morning. Good morning. The Christian story is filled with mind-bending, norm-defying acts. Oceans part, a virgin gives birth, those once dead live. But perhaps the most hard to fathom, the most difficult to believe, are the moments in which God's followers part with their money. In some sense, it is the greatest miracle. Nothing stands in contrast more to what we might perceive to be as our human nature. And yet the Bible is filled with moments of God's people doing just that, giving it all away. The widow gives away her coins. The tax collector gives half of his possessions away. The early disciples pool their resources. They hold it in common. It's miraculous. Christian generosity, that mind-bending, norm-defying act, is more than just about pledging or donating money. It's about believing. It's about believing that God is still at work in our world. It's about trusting that God will give us our daily bread. It's about saying yes to God and joining with others in bringing about a new, more generous, joyful, and just creation. And that's why my husband, who is still sleeping and not here, that is why my husband and I have become early supporters of the capital campaign at St. Mary's. Because for us, generosity is more than simply writing a check. It is about saying yes, and it is about saying yes to the hope and vision of this community. We believe that the Outer Cape needs this bold, welcoming, joyful Christian community. We believe that it needs our strong hymn singing and our cheerful coffee hours. We think this Cape needs our thoughtful preaching and our prayers for peace. We need to continue to be a center of mission and of feeding and of partnership and of rest, a place to mourn and to celebrate. This is our calling as a church. It is to be a beacon of hope and love and joy for this community. And we cannot do any of this joyful, good news work without these buildings. They are our platforms for ministry, and they need our care, and they need our commitment, and they need our joy. So that's why we have made a pledge that is both a stretch for us, but also matches our excitement and our hope for the vision of this community. In the coming weeks, you will receive an invitation to various receptions throughout the summer that will be hosted by our Capital Campaign Committee, and I invite you to join them. Together, we will share the goals behind this work and invite you to imagine where your giving might match your hopes and your commitment to this place, which is our joyful home. Thank you.
Thanks, John.